Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Today, we will be using some initials and some charms and some tarot dice, so lots of fun stuff. We're going to be asking Spirit what is going on around you in love, what is coming towards you. You can use these readings to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. I'm so grateful that Spirit has sent you our way, and welcome. Spirit, please share with me, what loving messages do you have for us today? What is it that you need me to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have a fearless love, a brave romance, and a courageous leap. It is a leap. It's always a leap. So can we do this fearlessly? Can we do this without fear? Do we have the ability to enter into a relationship without fear? Or is fear paralyzing us? So sometimes we just don't even get something started because we are just so afraid of being hurt. I have a life partner. Your romance is going to be stable. It's ready to go, and it's going to go the distance, they're saying. Okay, so go the distance. So a life partner. This is your life partner. I love that, because it's somebody you share your life with. I mean, that's the best way to describe it, right? Whether they end up being whatever you call each other, it doesn't matter. But it's somebody who you share your life with, and you're going to go through all of the phases, all of the journeys, good, bad, and ugly. A twin flame union. You will soon unite heart, body, mind, and soul. So sometimes we do want that. We want it all, and we want to feel that we're connected in every way. And I definitely feel mind, body, soul is important to you. They're saying bottom of the deck. I have a holiday. Okay, so around a holiday, maybe going on vacation together. Maybe you're thinking about going on vacation together for some of you. So let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to hear? What is it that you want me to know? I have a 3 of Wands. I have a Fool. Leap of faith. I mean, sometimes that's all it takes is this. I'm willing to give this a try. And sometimes that's all we can do is give it a try and see where it goes. I have a Knight of Pentacles. And I have Strength. I feel like this person is going to put in the time. I do. I feel like whoever this is that's into your life or coming into your life is going to give it energy and time, and they might go slower than you'd like with that Knight of Pentacles. But I do feel like they're saying, let's give this a chance. Let's give this a try. I'm willing to give it a try if you are, and maybe we just see where it goes and we don't define it initially, because I do feel like it doesn't matter what we call. I mean, I don't agree with that. I think that we should have an identity to each other at some point. I think we should have a who are you to me identity. But in the beginning, we don't have to define it. We can just say we enjoy spending time together. We are friends. We are dating. We're getting to know each other. Because sometimes when you start to put those labels, people freak out. They're like, I don't want a label. I don't want to be identified. But at some point, I think it's appropriate also. So, we don't want to say you're my boyfriend, on date 1. But, 4 or 5 months into it, and you see each other all the time, I would say, yeah, you guys are more than just dating. So you've got to, at some point identify it, but somebody gets scared when it's labeled. I have the World. We're entering into a new phase. I feel like we are just starting to go into the next phase. So we could have met, we could have started something, and we're they're saying hoping for more. Okay. So Is it somebody that you're hoping that this turns into something else? Are they hoping for more? So maybe that's where we're headed. But it was definitely a feeling of we're going into the next phase, whatever the phase is for you, the next cycle. I have an Ace of Pentacles. And I have a Two of Swords. So that came into me as they make you an offer, okay? So there's some kind of offer. There's some kind of, you know, I want to get this started. I definitely want to be in a relationship with you. They're saying cutting off ties. I'm going to say cutting off ties to whom, Spirit? To others, they're saying. So it's a sense of I'm not going to date anybody else and get myself off of online dating, or I'm not going to date anybody else. I'm going to give us a chance, us a try. I'm going to give you my full attention, and I'm not going to be dating other people while I'm doing that. So they're cutting off ties to the past. To be here, and here we are. So what do we want, Spirit? Where are we going? Let's see. I have its beautiful energy. Sometimes that's all it takes. I just love when I'm with you. Okay. You make me feel good about myself. You make me feel alive. You make me laugh. I had a good time. You know, sometimes that's all it takes. It's just we're beautiful together, and our energy is beautiful together. I'm very attracted to you. Okay, not attracted, very attracted. Maybe you are the most beautiful or most handsome thing that has ever come their way. You're gorgeous. Okay, so they're very attracted. They want to be faithful. I think that's the commitment. That's the I want to be faithful to you. I'm not going to be with anybody else. I'm cutting off ties to being with any others. So if this was somebody that was dating around, you were dating around, we're going to be faithful to each other, at least moving forward. And online dating. I feel like for those of you that are online dating, it's the big crossover where you make the decision to get off of online dating because you're seeing somebody or because you met somebody. So it's like the first level of commitment that you say, I'm going to take myself off of online dating because I don't want to be dating anybody else. And they say, okay, I guess I'll do that too. But I feel like that's what's going on for those of you that are, you know, meeting people that way. I'm gonna get myself off of the apps, you know. All right, let's get some initials. I've got some tarot dice. I've got some tarot tiles. Let me just dig in here and get some good stuff. Okay, so that's good. And I want some dice, and I want that, and I want some tiles. Okay, and then I'm going to get a scoop of charms. So let me just make some room here on this. And we'll do this. Okay, and I've got this beautiful bowl of charms. So let me give these a good stir. I want to see what's on the bottom over here. Some different ones, Spirit. Let's see. Wow, okay, that looks good. It's like a potpourri of tarot fun. Okay, let's see. I have a Lovers. And I have a Knight of Pentacles. So there's that Knight of Pentacles coming in again. This sense of I'm going to work hard is how I feel. I'm going to work hard to be in this connection. I feel like it's a good connection, and I know it's going to take effort. I know it's going to take effort. I have a Star. I have an Empress. Wheel of Fortune. Little mini Wheel of Fortune. And I have a Chariot. So big cards, all major arcana cards. And this beautiful sense of I've met the one. you know, that you're the one, or I've met the one, or I feel like just the stars aligned. You know, everything just is happening for a reason. For those of you that believe that everything happens for a reason and that there's no coincidences, let me know below that you are on board with that. But it is a feeling of it feels right, and this is bigger than us. This is bigger than us. I have a W. I have an E, we, there's a we. I always say to people, when you start to hear your person referring to, we are going to do this, or our future, or I was wondering if we should do this, you know, like they start to include you in, you know, there's a we, there's an our, there's an us. So they're starting to include you in already making decisions for what's ahead. Okay. What are we going to do for the holiday? What are we going to do for Thanksgiving? So they are including you. There's a we're. We are. Okay. Let's see. I have a Z. I have an S, an H, an X. I have a B, a P, I have a U, and I have a K. So I do have a couple names that came in while I was flipping the letters over. I did feel a Ken, K-E-N, Kenneth, something like that. I also felt a I want to say Rob, but it's you know, somebody who's a Robert, but they're more a Robbie than they are a Bobby, something like that. They just said Stephanie, maybe Stephanie or Steph. So let me ask them what else. They are saying Rich, R-I-C-H, for Richard. They just gave me initials that aren't on this table. And the initial they gave me was CJ. Maybe that means something to somebody. CJ, like a nickname, could be a nickname. I do feel like I have it feels like Dorothy. I know that sounds like an old name, but it's Dot, D-O-T. It could be a lost loved one on my mother's side, because the energy and the name came to me on my mother's side of my body, which is how I receive energy on my left. And it came into me as Dottie. And it's almost a feeling of, they're saying Dottie's things. So it could be somebody that's passed. They're showing me a ring. Okay. They're showing me even a necklace. Maybe it had charms on it and we ended up with one of the charms. But Dottie's things is what they're saying. They're showing me gloves. This is definitely this person passed away a while ago. I have gloves, white gloves. She always wore gloves. She didn't want to get her hands dirty. She always had gloves in her pocket. Any time of the year. It wasn't winter gloves. It was like any time of the year, spring gloves, you know, maybe they were pink in the spring. But I feel like I wore gloves all the time to protect my hands. So whoever Dorothy is, or Dottie, something like that. Could be somebody's grandmother that's letting you know that they know you have her things, and she knows you have her charm or her ring, something like that. All right, let's see what else we have. I have a Taurus energy. I have what is this? A Virgo. I have a sparkle on my finger. Sparkle, okay. I have a Virgo. I have a feather. Look for feathers, okay. I'm asking Spirit what color. They're saying gray. Okay, it's a gray feather. Maybe a gray feather will appear out of nowhere somewhere, and maybe somebody's sending you a message. I have the number 3. I have a 9, 39. I have a 5, 53, 35, something like that. I have 2 hearts, a little bit of a 2 hearts become one energy. Feels like we're connected and we're not going to separate once we find each other. This is one of those connections that I feel that we are not going to do the whole back and forth or separate or break up. I feel like once we find each other, the energy is so strong that it's like everything else just unfolds. It might unfold slower than I'd like, but we go through all of the phases. And the first phase is we are saying, let's give this a chance. Let's try. Let's take ourselves off of the dating sites. Let's not be with anybody else. Let's be, loyal to each other, something like that. So we are entering into the phase. All right. I have a bunny and I have a big mushroom. Now, I would say forest, but it's not quite that way for me. I'm going to say garden. I'm going to say you or somebody close to you or this person's mother or something like that, that they have flower beds, gardens, and it could be extensive. It could be like big perennial gardens that they've had on their property for years. But there's all kinds of bunnies. There's mushrooms growing, there's butterflies they're showing me. There's always hummingbirds. I mean, there's this bees they're showing me. So somebody's got a garden, and maybe one of the fun things to see, like late in the evening or early in the morning are the bunnies, like there's always a bunny running around. So that came into me there. I do have a big bear, but I'm going to say, how do I want to say it? What's that saying? Their bark is worse than their bite. I feel like that's how this bear feels to me. Like they could look very intimidating. They could talk very intimidating, but they're really not. But they can be when they have to be. Okay. So this person can be probably pretty strong when they have to be. They could be very protective. They could be very defensive of you if they had to be. So maybe you'll feel very safe with them. But it was a little bit of, the real them. They would never hurt anybody. But you also feel that they would protect you if you were in trouble some way or somebody approached you. So this person could be very big also, a masculine energy. If it's a masculine energy, they could be a big person, tall, okay? Something like that. Over 6 feet is how I feel. It's a big bear. It feels like a big bear. All right. I have a book and I have a crown. So how that just came into me was I treat myself special. And some of you, it's that I wear an invisible crown energy, or one of the things that you treat yourself to is maybe you like to buy books, or maybe you buy magazines or something like that. But you have a Kindle, but I feel like I treat myself. So I mean, I know it doesn't sound glamorous, but for some of you out there, that could be like, that's my thing. I love to read. I love my Kindle. I buy books. I put them on my Kindle, and that's how I treat myself, So if that's how you treat yourself, spirit knows. All right. So those are some clues. We got some great clues, and whoever's, I think it's a lost loved one, Dottie. I don't know who Dottie is to somebody, but she might be trying to send a message to somebody. Okay, let's see what else they have for you today. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have? What is it that you need me to know? I have individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Absolutely. I mean, you want to be in a relationship where they see you as their equal. Period, point blank. You're not going to be happy with somebody telling you what to do or making decisions for you or saying, well, I wouldn't do that. That's a waste of money. You know, it's like, come on, you're both adults. So you want to be independent even within this connection, especially for those of you that have been single and you're adult, you've been single for a while. The last thing you need to do is have somebody tell you what to do. It's like, hey, I've been taking care of myself for a long time. I raised children by myself, you know, like you don't have to tell me what to do. So whatever it is, but you want to maintain that sense of self. I think that's really important. I have settling, avoid settling. None of us are going to settle. Nobody is. Because you owe it to yourself to be in a relationship that is worth it to you. Otherwise, it's never going to really work. And you're better off being alone than being with somebody that you're not really happy with, because your life could be even like ickier than what you have right now. So we don't want to settle just because it's better than nothing. We want it all. What did they say? Mind, body, and soul in the beginning, right? Mind, body, and soul. I'm falling for you fast. Ooh, I like that. Love happens quickly. Love can happen quickly. Can we fall in love in an instant? I think so. I think there's a lot of people that feel like they did the moment I met you, our first date, first kiss, the moment my eyes saw you, you know, whether they admit it or they admit it afterwards, that I swear I fell in love with you at love at first sight. But, you know, some people fall in love faster than others. Some people, it takes a while to let down their guard and let somebody in. And then others have a tendency to fall in love very fast. So if you have a tendency to fall in love very fast, you're probably going to fall in love with this person very fast. So let's see what they say. I have an Empress. Beautiful. I have the World. There's that second phase opening up to you. I also feel between the Empress and the World, for some of you, I feel a baby. Okay. And I know I'm going to get spammed. I know that you guys are going to bomb me in the comments saying I'm not having a baby. But there's some of you that are still manifesting a family. And this could be the connection that this phase, you know, it's going to go through all the phases. We'll fall in love. Maybe we'll live together, get engaged, get married, have a baby, you know, have a house. So some of you, if this is what you're manifesting between that Empress and this World, it could be that we're ready to start the phase of our life, the journey of our life to have a child and to experience raising children. So some of you could be entering into that phase of your life, which would be really, really exciting. And in Spirit saying that's what I've been hoping for. So some of you definitely are hoping for that. So we will put that out into the universe today. How gorgeous. And let's see what else we have. I have a Knight of Cups. There's my Knight in Shining Armor. There is my Prince Charming just came in, my Cinderella. So here is this beautiful romance blooming, blossoming fast. And Spirit just said it's happening now. I got to write that down. It's happening now, because you always ask me when. It's happening now. You know, it's in the universe. It's in motion. It's got momentum behind it, something like that. And I have a Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles keeps appearing, doesn't it? So these Knights are moving. Knights are always moving. Knights are always fighting to get to that next level. They are in charge. They are trying to go up in the ranks in the kingdom. They're a knight. They're working their way up. So they are putting in the effort for sure. And Spirit has shared that message with us a couple of times today with that Knight of Pentacles, that they are putting in the effort. So I would look forward to that. So you've got somebody who's not going to drop the ball, somebody who is going to make time for you. They just said, gorgeous. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what the shooting stars are. Your love has me looking crazy. Good. Good. Their head's going to pop off. Good. I know what I want, and that's you. I want you in my life, right? I want you as my life partner. I wanted to give this a chance. I was cutting off ties from others, they said, right? Two hearts becoming one. And what else did they say? They were going to make you an offer. So I just feel like this is, I mean, this is moving forward. Whatever this is moving forward. And if you needed a confirmation today, this is it. So if you needed a sign from spirit that, is this your person? This is it. I feel you are my soulmate. Great. Awesome. And I've looked at wedding rings. So you are entering into the next phase of your life. And we go through all these different cycles. We go through all these different phases. And when it's time, it's time. It's your turn. It's your time. It's happening now. And Spirit wants you to know. So we're going to put this out to the universe. Spirit, please accept these messages. And thank you for guiding us. Thank you for these messages. And I want to put these out to the universe now so that they come back to you. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all. I'm so grateful. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your kind words always. If anybody would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website link below, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. And in the meantime, Capricorns, it looks like a beautiful thing. And I want you to go for the ride. Go for the ride. I think it's happening now, and it's going to be beautiful. So we'll see you soon, and I'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.